after I figured out how to do that, in heels, backwards, created a lot of tension on the set. Everybody went to catch it. No, I think the illusion of the show was that I was a different character all the time, and I really wasn't. I created one character that got put in all these different situations, and as the show went on, I got deeper and deeper into the characters' lives and their particular circumstances, and I messed around with some in my own head. I never told Don this, but are you falling asleep? No. I messed around a little kind of DNA shuffling of my own. So if you look at the 5th season, you'll see, if you look at it with that in mind, you'll notice some things. But it really, you know, I tried in the very beginning to try and really become these characters, and I got we had to reshoot because Don said, oh no. Can't I play like I'm an old guy driving Miss Daisy around? No. And I said, that would be the most fun. No, you're Sam Beckett. You're always Sam Beckett. People see you as this other character. So that was my first big awakening, and that was episode 6. And from then on, I think we didn't have to reshoot anything. He said, most of your stuff.
All right,
he never expanded his vocabulary either. 2 words. Oh boy. But I said it 234 different ways. Sounded the same. Go look at all the old boys. Run them all backwards.
The show wouldn't have been the same without him.
That's true. Absolutely.
All right, let's open this out to everyone out there in the crowd. If you've got a question, please come up, approach the mic, don't be shy. We've already got our first one. Yes?
No.
Hi guys, welcome to Toronto.
Thank you. Hi.
Now you've both gone on to achieve stardom in other very big cult classic shows such as Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica. Now I'm wondering, now when you come up to these, who do you get recognized most as? Like, is it still Quantum Leap, or do you have more Star Trek fans or more BSG fans?
For me, it's about equal. Yeah. I think it's probably predominantly, I think it's Quantum Leap for the most part. I would say that's, not by a lot, but Enterprise certainly gets a lot of attention, certainly. But it probably Quantum Leap, just because it's been around a little bit longer. That history is a little bit longer.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, guys. My question is about the last episode of the Quantum Leap. In the last episode, there is, I don't know if it was meant to be interpreted by the audience, but it seems to indicate like an angel or God or fate or time is the one orchestrating these leaps. And in the novelizations, there was like a voice that Sam Beckett was talking to. Do you want to comment on that?
What novelization you mean that came after the show?
There was novelizations that came after, around the show or after the show where like Sam meets the evil leaper, and it's not even an adaptation of the novel of the episode, but in the novel it says like there's this voice talking who says you were, you know, Leah was Eve right what went about it wrong. You take your own responsibility every line in this life except yourself or something like that. It's like this voice is talking, but it doesn't identify the voice. So I'm just curious about that last episode. Do you think, was that meant to be left interpreted, or do you think that was supposed to be God or time or metaphysical or?
I don't think Don ever let us know. That was Rosario's trip. All his, never explained it to anybody, and we just had to accept it. I don't know what the hell it is.
See, I was paid to be funny. Paid really well. Overpaid, probably. I think that my memory is that I thought Don's, you know, I thought that was God. I thought that was Don's intention, without ever saying it. In the books, we didn't have anything to do with the novelization, so I wouldn't know about that, but that was my sense of it, that he was playing around with that idea. And then of course, whoever God is to you, or not, or whomever, that you want that to be fake time, and those, you can arrange that any way you want to, but I think that's in his head. My memory is, but I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
It was God, but the bartender in that.
Yes,
Al,
Bruce,
not
yes.
necessarily God. It was just whoever.
Yeah,
And
again,
that's something interpretation.
I think so, yeah. I mean, we all have our own interpretations about that anyway, so.
Okay.
Is it a little chilly in here? Yeah, I'm cold.
Where's my
So
jacket?
anybody here, I don't
Would you
need a
like to wear my
jacket.
jacket?
No, I'd like to turn off the thing. Is anybody responsible for this room, I guess?
No, I don't know if control over that.
I want my jacket.
Where's my coat? Yes, that's true.
Oh, well, that'd be better. Watch it fall. Here goes another one. Oh, see this one?
All right.
I think that Captain Archer was the greatest captain of any ship ever called Enterprise. And I know he's a polarizing figure, and that show was to a lot of fans. Where do you think Captain Archer fits in the pantheon of Starfleet captains? And what did we not know about him from the show that you would want us to be able to know, that you didn't get time to tell us?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, it's very kind of you to say that.
I mean every word.
Well, thank you. I think there are 5 other captains that might fight you about that. but that's a good thing. Everybody thinks that, you know, their captain is good. Yeah. But you know, look, the reason I took the job was because I got to play the first captain. So that really was the big hook for me and the big draw. Because I didn't really want to follow the other captains. I didn't see a way in for me as an actor, but that really struck a chord with me. So I kind of got to do what I wanted to do to a certain extent within the writing. I know that the long-range plan had been gone for 3 more years. The gentle long-range plan was the orchestration of the Federation and being a huge part of that, which we ended up having to cram into kind of 2 episodes, or 1 episode, with help from Mr. Frakes and family. So, what didn't you know? I mean, I don't really know the answer to that because we didn't get a chance to really explore the kind of, the Expanse took over that whole storyline, kind of monopolized the last, really 2.5 seasons of the show, in a good way. I thought it was great. I thought the show got better every year, but I think coming out of that, I would have hoped that we could have gotten to this kind of freewheeling, wide open, no rules kind of insanity that I wanted the show to be from the beginning. Just, you know, Wild West, let's go shake it up out there. And yet my guy would have been the sheriff. But that's what I would have hoped we would have gone back to for a few more years before we really shaped the Federation. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Dana.